what's going on? It's Mr. Parlov, the realtor, back with another interview. Today I have a good friend of mine, goes by the name of Dretti2x. You may know him as Andre Hunt, but again, his name Dretti2x. Definitely want to take the time out. Thank you for allowing me to do this.
Oh,
Def-
most definitely.
Definitely
Thank you for
appreciate
having
you.
me for sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
appreciate it. So I'm
Oh,
gonna just
yeah.
jump right into it. How long you been doing music?
Oh man, it's been at least 20 plus years. I've been doing music since I was a youngin', at least like 10, 11. Really started getting serious with it in my teenage years. I dropped the first mixtape, a double disc. I was like 16. Yeah, but so I've been at the music for a minute, at least 20 years plus.
Yeah,
My whole life basically,
that's cool. So
since I
you
came out the womb for sure. Yeah.
right. So what got you started?
Uh I guess just my ear for music, you know what I'm saying, and just the desire to want to create and just to having a passion for music. Like I grew up around it. Mom, dad used to listen to a lot of old school. Yeah, it just grew on me, you know what I'm saying? Just became a part of my life for
Yeah.
sure.
So I could kind of relate because, growing up as a kid, my moms and, other family members be at the house, they play some music or,
Yeah.
cleaning up, or even if they
Hmm.
would have some company over and
Right,
playing
right.
some good, soulful music back then.
For sure, for sure.
So when did you start taking it more seriously?
With the music, uh man, when I just started seeing, like when I was in started really taking it serious, like my first time going to the studio with my uncle now.
Mm-hmm.
When I noticed I could actually hear myself on a song, you know what I'm saying? And because we was doing it at first, but we was recording like on tapes and
Yeah, back,
with like a karaoke machine and a
yeah,
microphone, and we had just recorded it over a regular tape and play it back. But like since technology just emerged and just went crazy, a few years later, it was my first opportunity in the studio with my uncle and them, and then like I said, I just heard myself on the track and like, damn, I could do this.
right.
So then I start just taking it serious, and then I'm like, oh, this a hustle as well, because I'm seeing just what's going on in the industry, and I'm like, dang, it's just be motivation, and then I'm like, so I start selling my CDs on the corner, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, I could do this. So just over the years, I just started getting more serious and serious with it. Just had a passion for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like you was like, okay, I could start doing this, and then
Hmm.
it kind of kept you more
Yeah,
motivated once you
then
start
you get
seeing
the
more.
people reactions, how the people react to you. You know what I'm saying? From the support you get, the people tuning in, like, damn, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? So that just makes you want to do it more too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's definitely cool about that.
for sure.
So some of the people might not know this. How you come up with the name Dretti2x?
Oh man, at first, and it's from a lot. It was first because my name is Andre to start off with, right? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I guess it was just it was like a name that the hood gave me, like a nickname, because they was calling me Dre 1 at first, you know what I'm saying? And I guess it was an older cat that was rapping or somewhere just hustling hard, and I don't know if I favored him or whatever, but my name was Dre, his name was Dre, so I guess they started calling me Dre 1 at first.
Hmm.
And then when I was in high school, I'm just like, man, I'm real fast. I was playing basketball. They used to call me Speedy. And then I'm just thinking about, my name was Andre, and then the Mario. I'm thinking about the car driver Andretti, Mario
Oh
Andretti. So I'm like, damn,
yeah,
that name is dope, and my name is already in the name. Andretti, my
Andretti,
Andre is
yeah,
in there. So I'm
right,
like, damn, Dreddy, that sounds dope. So I
yeah.
just took off the Andretti and I just put Dreddy, since they was already calling me Dre. So I'm like, Dreddy, yeah, that sound hard. And I just
Yeah,
kept rolling with it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's kind of cool, and that kind of like put me in a mind similar to Currency.
Oh
Like
yeah,
they call him Spitter
yeah,
Andretti because of the
yeah,
race
yeah,
car
yeah,
driver. So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind of cool, to play off that and kind of come
Mhm.
up with your own thing as far as
Yeah,
the Dretti2x. So
yeah.
that's
And then just real driven, ambition, motivated. You know what I'm saying?
right. So that's what's up, man. So I know you. also use like Pro Tools, different programs to record, mix, and master.
Most definitely.
Um, as far as like, did you take classes on that, or
Uh,
did you teach yourself?
yeah, no, I just actually I just picked up on it, and I just wanted to record. Like I was going to the studio at first, but I was seeing engineers recording and stuff. Some of them was using Pro Tools, and some of them was using Logic and Cubase, other Fruity Loops, all type of stuff. But I just seen like Pro Tools. I'm like, that was the main one I was seeing. I was sticking out, and then I did a little research. That's what people in the industry was using. So I'm like, I just got tired of, you know what I'm saying, having to keep going to all these different engineers and for them to you know what I'm saying, some of them was spinning me, and then I'm like, man, I could do this myself. So I just grabbed the Pro Tools, you know what I'm saying? And then I just started using it, and I've been sticking to Pro Tools ever since then, yo.
Man, yeah, it's definitely crazy once you teach yourself how to do something.
Yeah,
You don't have to really depend on other
yeah.
people because sometimes a lot of people be like, "Oh yeah, I can do this for you," but or
Hmm.
do that for you. But then when the
Yeah,
time comes, it's like they kind of leave you blowing in the wind, and
right.
you want to pick up something that you can do yourself. That way you don't got to depend on nobody else. So that's definitely a good thing on that.
For sure. I got the knowledge on it though. Like people think I went to school for it, like from the way my music sound and the way I make their music sound. They definitely people be like, "You went to school for this?" I never went to school for it. I just learned it. I've taught myself. YouTube was my school too, for real. Cause you look on YouTube, they'll tell
Yeah,
you a
you
lot
can
of
learn
stuff.
pretty much
Yeah,
anything.
I was looking up a lot of stuff on YouTube. So shout out to YouTube.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, that's definitely cool. And then, like I said, we've been friends for the longest, and I kind of seen you evolve personally too. From
yeah,
when you kind of first started to
most
where
definitely.
you're at now, and I definitely see the advancement. And I'm like,
Oh yeah,
it's
for sure.
crazy with the knowledge and the skills that you had to do that because it
Yeah,
kind of seemed like it's hard and stuff. But like you said, once you put your mind to it, you could achieve anything.
most definitely.
Um, and as far as like learning and things like that, did you find it like challenging or any obstacles that kind of
Oh
came
yeah,
your way
most
with that?
definitely, man. All the way from losing equipment, uh, not having plug-in. That stuff get costing too because you sometimes you got to pay for plug-ins to get a certain
Mm,
sound you want. So it could be costing. It could be stressful at times. Like your program could freeze up on you when you're in the middle of the song. You could lose a whole song that you worked hard on.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But once you just keep going, you know what I'm saying, you get accustomed to those things, to those obstacles, and then you just figure out ways around them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. So like once you kind of got to the level you are now, it's kind of like you learn the ins and the outs. So it's
Yeah,
kind of more, I say, maybe like easier to do what you
for
do
sure.
now.
For sure.
All right, that's cool. And I know you started getting into videography as far as
Mhm.
shooting music videos and things like that. What
Yeah.
made you decide to pick that up?
Oh man, the music videos, I guess I grabbed a YouTube channel early on, and at first uh my first videos wasn't even music videos though. It was like, remember that MCA stuff I was doing, Mortal Club of America? That's
Yeah,
I
kind of.
so I picked it up on that first, and I had my music, my I was an artist at the time, so I was trying to use that just for my music at first, and then but I guess I just like had a vision, just to bring other visions to life. That's what really got me on the music videos. I'm like, damn, cause I seen a couple guys doing it. It was like Bug Madison. I seen it
Mm,
because he shot me a couple videos, and then I'm just like, damn. Same thing with the music, like, damn, they doing that. I could do that too. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like inspiration off a couple people, and just like being spent around and just you know what I'm saying, not being to have
being able to.
that source or that person I can go to. So I'm like, I do it
Right.
myself, and I figure it out, and I help other people. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
bring people visions to life. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you mentioned earlier. It's kind of depending on somebody to do something for you.
Right.
It's like you'll wait forever, and then like all that time you wasted, you like, I could have learned this on my own and,
Right.
and,
Right.
and did it myself. And
Yeah.
like you said, you picked up on it, and now you're in a position where you can help other people,
Right. Right.
record. as far as if they want to do vocals or if they want to do a video and things like that.
Yeah.
Then also, you actually getting paid from that too. So that's
Yeah, for
like
sure.
a big motivator for that as well.
Right, right.
And it's like while we're speaking about the videography and music videos, I kind of been around. I've been where you were, editing and things like
Okay,
that, and
yeah.
you got better and pretty good and great at it actually. And it's like
Right.
your turnaround time is kind of crazy
Oh
at this
yeah.
point.
For real,
But
for real.
at first, like, was it a struggle learning the editing process?
Um, I guess it was kind of for me, uh it was a kind of no, it really came easy, I guess, cause well, don't give me the line. It was kind of a struggle because I had to figure out what program I wanted to use. But once I figured out what program I wanted to use and like what kind of camera it takes, because it was a struggle figuring out the tools that you needed to get what you wanted, as far as the
Yeah.
quality image. But yeah, once I figured out that camera that I needed
Uh-huh.
and that software to get it started, it just became fun. It was something that I like to do. You know what I'm saying? So I just had a kick. I had fun doing it, so it wasn't really stressful. So it just passed time, and you know what I'm saying. And then I just kept building and building, and getting better and better. And then like uh, I started learning more programs and checking out what works for me and what doesn't. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then once that like just kept learning and learning, but it does come up struggles and you know what I'm saying stuff that mind boggles you because it'd be kind of hard to figure it out. But once you really wrap your mind around it, it'd be good to go figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then it's got to be a motivation when you're learning it and you're like, man, I could do this, and you learn some more.
Yeah,
And you're like, I could do this, and then it just
right.
kind of continue to
Yeah, ongoing process.
right. Now I know you had a lot of singles and albums, especially on the streaming services such as
Yeah,
Spotify, Apple Music.
most definitely.
Can you give us an insight to your latest works? I know you
Mm.
got the Dretti2 out right now.
Yeah.
Um, I guess what was your motivation, or how did you come up with the Dretti2
Okay.
and get that into a project?
Uh, well, that came about because we had the Dretti one. You know what I'm saying? It was just called the Dretti,
Mm-hmm.
and then with that that goes hand in hand with the music and the video stuff, like how I started doing the like recording myself with my own studio. Same way I started recording people with the camera. It was just like I'm gonna do it my way. So like
Yeah,
the Dre way, like we gonna bring the world into how I want to do things. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
that's where that Dre way came from. And then it's just like let's spread this. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah. So that's how I came about with that. Just motivated. You know what I'm saying? Just ready to show the masses how you know what I'm saying how I do things, my side of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Now, I'm gonna kind of take it back a little bit, but before I do that, while we're mentioning streaming services
Yeah.
things, I know with the Backwoods and Rose, believe you released that in 2020.
Yep. Yep.
Now I know you had works, prior to that, but as far as getting in to the streaming services, was
Mm-hmm.
that like the first album that you put up on streaming services?
It was like one of the first ones. The first one was like Bob Torius.
Hmm.
That was like the first one, and it was on TuneCore.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the first one, and then after that was it was that Backwoods and Rose. But that's when I started figuring out more streaming platforms that I could get on more streaming platforms, and yeah, so that's when I dropped that. Yeah.
Okay. And as I mentioned, a lot of people don't know is that before the streaming services, you had a lot of mixtapes and collaboration albums.
Right.
You care to elaborate a little more on that?
Oh yeah, man, like I said, I've been doing this since I was young, so like I could take y'all way back to like um when it was just me. It was me, Time, like KP. Like we were just they was doing music. You know what I'm saying? We were just all doing music. I had some tracks with them I put together. You know what I'm saying? We had what I had. It was a track, little EP called Up South. That was like just artists from Grand Rapids trying to do their thing. You know what I'm saying? We all was like literally met at the studio. Like me and Chris came and we met some other guys at the studio, and we were just going in. And but far as other mixed tapes, man, I got a lot of work out there. I got stuff with like Y and J that done hit 300K plus views. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I did Bob Torius. That was like one of the first joints, and then we had the Dre Way. We had the Backwoods and Rose. Me and Jason Dean did something called
Yeah, I think I remember
yeah,
that.
Dre God. Dre God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cause he was the turn up god and I was,
Matter
you
of
know what I'm
fact, I
saying, Dre.
think
Yeah.
I got that. And
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of obsolete now.
Yeah.
They're still around, but I still
That
got that
CD.
CD.
Yeah,
Matter of
yeah.
fact, it's probably in the armrest in the car somewhere.
Yeah, so we were
But that
just
one,
dropping stuff, man. Then I was on other people mixtapes, you know what I'm saying? SCU, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of people from Grand Rapids.
yeah. And
Yeah.
also, like, one of my favorite ones was the Money Never Sleep
Oh
mixtape.
man, yeah. No, that was I forgot to bring up that one. That's some of the music that we did with Time for Show and KP.
Yeah, that was like to
Yeah,
me
the Money Never
it's
Sleep.
kind of like a classic. And
Yeah, yeah.
how do you think? Because I always felt like just so it could get more out to a broader audience, I always felt that it maybe one of these days put that up on some streaming services.
Oh yeah, man.
Which
With
you,
that, man, that music we was making is timeless, man. And honestly, it's kind of hard for me to get back a lot of that music.
oh,
So
okay,
it's kind of like it'd be hard. We had to remake some of that stuff just to get it on
yeah,
streaming services. But like, yeah, unfortunately, like I don't even got a lot of that music no more. Like, and people still ask me to this day, like that song we made, the mood, let me into you, man. That was
yeah.
people jamming. We can't even find that, man. Just so
Oh
imagine if
man,
we, because that's just one track having R&B, dubstep, hip hop all in one, man. And how we was creating all that chemistry on there, that was
yeah,
something
that'd be something
different for, you know what I'm
crazy.
saying. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was timeless music, man.
But I guess sometime that's how it goes. And for the people that did experience that, I
Yeah,
actually still have that on CD. I
straight up.
listen to it
Oh
too.
yeah,
Yeah,
man. We probably could pull it
the
off of
Money
there
Never
somehow
Sleeps
with this
mixtape.
technology for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Now also you do a lot of shows, and I remember back in the day I did a couple
yeah.
with you, and the energy is just like crazy. How did you get into performing, and what's your favorite part of performing?
Oh man. I got into performing. Well, I got a real deep passion for music. So, um, my first performance was actually in high school, like at a talent show.
Hmm.
So I had won a talent show, and then ever since then, I just been like, man, I just want to keep doing this and just let everybody see my talent and what I got. And so then, as I got older, just being on the music scene, just a couple of DJs was reaching out to me, and then we'd just go turn up the show. You know what I'm saying? Most of them starting off was for free, but I have got paid for some of them, and then dibbling and dabbling in that lane, I started getting access to venues, so I could like have my own DJ and then be able to rent the door out. So I'm making money off that show and bringing people in. But yeah, man, them shows was it. I used to love doing them shows, and right now, uh, like over the years, I've been doing a lot of videography. So some of my music stuff been falling back. I haven't been focused on it much, but like I've been getting back into my music. So I got a show coming up March 29th with open up for Duke Deuce.
Oh,
So we
okay.
turning that thing up again, and I'm gonna continue to keep dropping music and doing shows and shooting music videos. Now I got a music label, so we gonna be dropping a lot of stuff, my artists and me as well, but for sure.
That's cool. Definitely got some things coming out in the making, and
Yeah.
I'm anxious to see about that and see how it goes as well. You also ventured into other aspects of music. We already spoke regarding the videography. However, you also do like cover art,
Yeah.
flyers, photography,
Yeah.
promotion. You also have a clothing line out, which we'll get into that shortly. But what made you venture off and get into those things that I just mentioned?
Uh, like with the music, I just feel like uh, it's a lot of things surrounding that music that a person can express themselves with. So I just feel like it all goes together with the music, the videography, the graphics. It's all ties in one. So I'm just like, I just started doing it all. You know what I'm saying? I just,
Mhm.
just my gift that God gave me.
Right.
I'm able to do these things. I'm just blessed to do it. So I just feel like, yeah, I just keep my hands in a lot of things, jack of all trades. I'll just be like a one-stop shop when it comes to
Yeah.
entertainment. Like
Right.
I'm a media in one myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's definitely something that's cool and unique. Now, the clothing line is starting to kind of get bananas. Rich Souls Clothing.
for sure.
I got my hat on,
Most definitely.
and
Shout out Rich Sauce.
you got joggers, hoodies, sweats,
Yeah,
socks,
yeah,
beanies, all type of different things.
for sure.
Um, how did you come up with the idea and also the concept of Rich Souls Clothing?
Oh yeah, Rich Souls. I came up that in 2021. I was going through a phase in my life. I just was trying to find myself, and I ended up actually moving out of. Well, I took a trip, and I end up just leaving Grand Rapids and just trying to just expand the brand and trying to get my people out of poverty and you know what I'm saying, out of this environment.
Hmm.
So I was in California, and then I was just like just thinking real hard, like, man, what's something that I could do to help everybody, you know what I'm saying? And I just was thinking about my kids and how I could help them. And then it was like put them to work at the same time. And it was just like, damn, man, something just blinked in my mind, like rich souls. I'm like, you trying to get rich, but I'm like, we already rich, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just
Yeah.
like, it's already in us, you know what I'm saying? It's not
Hmm.
on us and it's already in us. So that's why I came up with that. I'm like, damn, let me study this shit. So I just started studying clothing. I'm like, I want to make a clothing brand
Hmm.
so we can promote self awareness
Right.
and we could express, you know what I'm saying, our, you know what I'm saying, feelings and emotions and express everything through this clothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Express our passion, just have self awareness. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I came up with that rich souls. And basically, the motto behind that is just basically saying you are already rich. You don't need none of this material stuff. Like
Hmm.
it's it's uh it's not on you, it's in you, man.
Right. And that
Yeah.
that kind of brings me to something like with music again. Bob Marley. I was watching like a clip, or it might have been a documentary he
Mm-hmm.
had a while, like a long time ago, and he was saying like a guy was asking him about Bob Marley being like wealthy or rich,
Yeah.
and he was basically saying all the stuff is material, and he
Right.
said that he's he's wealthy and rich within his heart.
Yeah. Within.
So
Yeah.
that's what, you know what I'm saying. You don't have to have a
Right.
bunch of materialistic things, or a bunch of wealth. It's
Right.
what's in your heart, like he was
Mm-hmm.
saying. Like, you stay rich
Yeah.
within your heart and pure within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're already basically rich, because
Right.
it doesn't determine about the status of wealth,
Mm-hmm.
because you can have all that in the world, but at the
Right.
same time you're not rich within your heart.
Right.
It's going to kind of be a disaster. And
Yeah.
some people that do happen to have wealth like that, they eventually go crazy, or
Right.
don't know how to handle that type of success and end up losing it all.
Right.
So if you kind of stay humble at heart,
Mm-hmm.
that'll kind of, like, you're already winning, you're already rich.
Right. Well, yeah. And once we find out how to do that, you know what I'm saying, which our people was we was already promised this, and we before we was programmed, we was already, you know what I'm saying, living like this, you know what I'm saying, before all
Hmm.
this modern days and this technology and what's going on with the world. We was already kings and gods, you know what I'm saying, living like that. And just the babies was knowing things before that, you know what I'm saying? Got up.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
like once we figure out ourselves and know that we already rich, you know what I'm saying, that we gonna get there. That's what I'm saying. We trying to create this generational wealth, but we gotta figure out with ourselves and know we already rich without none of this. You know what
right.
I'm saying?
And then your whole attitude, once you do realize that, your whole attitude about certain situations and aspects change, you
Yeah.
know. So that's definitely like a positive message. And
For
some
sure.
people, you know, they don't find that. They go their whole lives, you know,
Hmm.
living like without trying to find that self.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, you know, sometimes it doesn't work out for the best.
Right. Right.
So then you already beat me to my next question. I was going to ask you about when you introduced the Rich Souls around 2021. So
Yeah.
you kind of already beat me on that. You was ahead of me on that one.
For sure.
I know you have a heavy social media presence. Can you let the people know where to find you, like on your social media avenues, where they could
Oh yeah.
check you out and check your music out, and also you know, for the clothing as well?
For sure. Before I'm gonna just let y'all know right off rip, we got a website coming for Dretti Visions Film and Production, and we got a website coming for Rich Souls. But in the meantime, if y'all want to find Dretti, you definitely could find me on Instagram at Dretti2x, Dretti2x. Same thing on Snapchat and YouTube. Subscribe now. You know what I'm saying? That's again Dretti2x on those platforms. And if you want to find my music, you can check me at Dretti2x on Apple Music, Spotify, you know what I'm saying? Any of the top platforms, Pandora, Tidal, iHeartRadio, wherever you go to listen to your tunes and your music, you can find me on there at Dretti2x. And last but not least, y'all got a Facebook page. Y'all can find me on there as well, Dretti Visions. So it's just Dretti, you know what I'm saying? Go check me out.
You got a YouTube channel
Yep,
too.
yep, Dretti2x.
Yep,
Same as my Instagram, man. Go subscribe, go follow, man.
yep.
Dretti2x.
And you kind of already mentioned about where you could shop at for the Rich Souls. You got the website coming up, but they could
Yep.
directly like
Hit me
hit
up.
you up on social
Social
media as
media, hit
well.
my inbox. I'm gonna get at you.
Yeah, I know a lot of people. I'm not gonna, you know, give it out, but a
Right.
lot of people already have your phone number,
For
so
sure,
they
right.
could, you know, if you got the number, hit him up directly, shop
Yeah.
with him.
We ship out of state too. You know what I'm saying? We ship. You know what I'm saying? If you in town in Grand Rapids, Michigan, we come deliver to you. You know what I'm saying? But you out of state, we can ship it to you. And if we probably be in your state though too. You know what I'm saying? We travel with it as well.
Right. And speaking of like traveling and things like that, you maybe eventually have some maybe some pop up shops coming around or something
Most
like that.
definitely, I've been looking into them. I'm looking into some big ones. So I don't got none off rip right now, but
Right.
I do got a show coming up March 29th, and we'll be having some of the merch at that show.
Mm,
And it's going to be in Lansing at the Junction, March 29th. So catch us there, turning up, Triple G. You know what I'm saying? Rich Souls in the building.
definitely. You already beat me to the next question too. We
Yeah,
just spoke about this a
yeah,
few minutes ago about in the process of having a website for purchases.
oh
So,
yeah,
you know, once that's up, I'm sure I'll share it. It'll be circulating around
yeah.
social media and
For
everything.
sure, and it's gonna be on all my social medias. It's gonna be had the website pinned on there as well.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, if it was possible for you to go back and give your younger self some advice, what would that be?
uh, I just say, uh, just believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Keep God first, and just know you could do anything that you put your mind to. You know what I'm saying? And I just say, stay positive and productive, and just, just the most important thing is your mind. So anything, you just try to think good things and think big, you know what I'm saying? Because the mind is a terrible thing to waste, and it's just also a great thing to have. So just be mindful of that, and you know what I'm saying? just stay motivated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just do what you got to do. Just do the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
Positive
Positive.
mind frame will lead to positive outcomes.
Most definitely, because you're going to reap what you sow, whether it's bad or good. Like, what you put out is what you're going to get back.
Yeah, I'm definitely a firm believer in that too. Lastly, for anyone that's thinking about starting a business or has just started one, especially like music or videography or anything, that might be music related or anything that's outside of music,
Yeah.
basically anybody that's thinking about getting into any type of business, what advice would you give them?
Man, come to Rich Souls ENT. Now I'm just kidding. no,
Some Suge Knight
no,
stuff, huh?
man. Like I just said when you asked me that other question, I just say just be a firm believer that you just believe and you can achieve. You know what I'm saying? You believe, you achieve, you will receive. You got to believe it first before anybody else would. You know what I'm saying? So I just say stay positive, stay focused, and just believe in yourself, and you could go further and take things a long way in life.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's pretty much all the time we have. Is there anything else you want to add or anything we might have missed at the
Yeah,
moment?
man, I got 4 beautiful kids. Like that's who I live for. Like once my first son was born, whole life changed. So
Yeah, it's
y'all be on the
definitely.
lookout for them. Isaac Too Lit, uh, young Dretti, my son, Dre God. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, Adriana, she very talented. My oldest daughter, Renaya, they got a lot going on. So that's the future, the next generation. Y'all look out for them.
And while you mentioned that, it might be one of these days they sitting in the seat,
Yeah, for sure.
and if life lasts that long for myself, I might have them. They could possibly be, sitting in the seat, and I'm
Right.
asking them
Yeah,
questions and
for
stuff.
real. I can see
Because
it.
that would definitely be a
Oh yeah.
pretty neat thing to
Yeah, they
do
so
and something
man. My kids
to
so
be a
talented,
blessing at the
man.
same time.
For sure.
But yeah, I definitely again appreciate you,
100.
man, taking the time out to do this, and
Likewise, likewise.
you know, wish you the best and success and everything. And
For sure.
y'all stay locked, and he gonna have some things coming up.
For sure. Rich Souls, it's not on you, it's in you. Y'all shop today, man. Out.